What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I am here with the review for Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition, season 15, and this is episode number 3. The episode was titled "Swap It Like It's Hot." Swap it like it's hot. All right, you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this episode review. All right, you guys. So the first thing that I do want to say is thank you and shout out to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. It was a great day. I have enjoyed it immensely. So I do want to say thank you so much for that. And, shout out to my girl Roxanne for, shouting me out in her top of the blogs. I so appreciate it, Rox. Love you dearly. So this episode of Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition. So it starts up. So we see Corrupt. So Corrupt and Tony are in, actually when it comes to Corrupt, he's still drinking. Now, mind you, in last week's episode, Tony said that Corrupt had not eaten in 4 days. So Corrupt is on his bender where he's just drinking. He's drinking alcohol. He's not drinking any any water. Pedialyte, Powerade, Gatorade, anything like that will help his body. He is putting poison in his body, basically. And the sad thing is I have a cousin who is similar to Corrupt. Now, I will say she does eat. Actually, it's 2 of them. They do eat, but they have an insane drinking problem. And it just baffles me when I see that. It's just like, damn, how do you drink that much? Because, the one cousin, she wakes up drinking. I'm just like, girl, how do you do it? Because it just couldn't be me. Now, I love to drink as much as the next person, but I'm just not about to do that shit. So, Corrupt. Now, like I said, he was drinking. He drank this thing called kombucha. I've never heard of it, so I can't really tell you guys what the hell it is. But he drank that. When he drank that, he didn't feel so well. So, Dr. Ish and, some of the medics go up to his and Tony's room to check on him. And, they say, he needs to go to the hospital, get, some electrolytes, IV fluids, all that. So we see that Tony and Corrupt are leaving to go to the hospital so that he can get taken care of. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But let's move on, you guys. All right, you guys. So after Tony and Corrupt, I don't know, I was real blank with that one. After Tony and Corrupt left, the couples met Dr. Ish outside. So the couples are learning a routine that they're going to perform at a party that night. So, the dance instructors come out, they show the couples the moves, and now the couples are practicing with each other. So in the middle of them practicing, Dr. Ish throws a curveball at them, and he tells them, so instead of you dancing with your main partner, I'm going to switch you guys up and, give you guys the partner that I want you to be with. So he did switch it up. So what he did was he ended up, pairing Medina with Shonda. He paired Davon with Tahiri. He paired Willie with Miss Fowl, Toucan Sam, Birdie E. And he also paired Votto with Phaedra. So, after that switch, the couples, you could sense that there was a little bit of a difference in this situation. Because, they were kind of, they don't want to touch, the guys don't want to touch the women so much because it's not their woman. And then the girls were looking like, I wish you would touch that heifer. And more specifically, now I will have to agree with Sean, because Birdie E, she was doing a little bit much when it came to dancing with Willie. Because, she was just backing it up, rolling her stomach and everything. And it's just like, now I know people have said that Hazel was not pregnant when this season filmed, but good God of hell, she looks like it. Because her stomach, and it just, I don't know if that's, if she was just bloated or what, but good God, she looked terrible in that outfit. God. Now I get it, Birdie E was doing what Dr. Ish asked him to do, but even I have to, I can't even say that it's all on Birdie E. Because she dancing with Willie and Willie not saying, yo, let me back just a little bit from her, because he is entertaining the bullshit. So I can't really put it all on Birdie E. But like I said, you guys, the vibe definitely did change up in this situation. So then we do see Corrupt and Tony. They returned. This fool, however, refused to get the IV because he said he's afraid of needles. Now, Corrupt, that's a crock. That is a crock of bullshit. I'm terrified of needles. I hate needles with a passion. Minus the fact that I have tattoos, but I hate needles. Like anytime I go to the doctor and they tell me, because the last time I went to the doctor about a month or two ago, when I had issues with my ear, which I still have an issue with my ear, but at that time I was throwing up and everything. The nurse said, well, we're gonna have to insert an IV so we can take some blood and give you some fluids. And I'm like, oh, do you really have to do that? She was like, yeah. I'm like, just don't tell me when you do it. Like, I'm gonna look away and just don't tell me when you do it. And she stuck it in there. And she looked at my skin. She's like, ooh, you gonna bruise? I'm like, yeah, I bruise easily, unfortunately. Which I really do. I actually do. I don't know why. I bruise easily. So, yeah. So back downstairs, Shonda is talking to, I can't remember who was at the table. I know it was Phaedra that was at the table. I believe it might have been Tahiri at the table. I'm not for sure, but I know Phaedra for sure was at that table. So Shonda felt the type of way about Birdie E, Toucan Sam, Miss Fowl. She felt the way about her dancing on Willie. Do I understand it? A little bit, not that much. But she calls Hazel extra. Child just called her Hazel. She called her extra. Do I agree with her? Absolutely. Birdie E, Toucan Sam, Miss Fowl is always going to be extra. That's who she is. So, what do you expect from her? So then, Davon overhears that, and Davon tells him like, yo, chill out talking about my lady. Now, I do respect the fact that he stood up for his woman, but I think in this instance, I think maybe he could have addressed it a little bit differently, and even Shonda could have addressed it differently. I think Shonda could have went and had a conversation with Birdie E, Toucan Sam, Miss Fowl, about how she felt, and Davon, he could have just said, that's my lady. I would appreciate it if you don't speak about her in that manner or in that way. And if Shonda kept going at him, I would have said, you know what? Respectfully, Shonda, I'm not gonna argue with you because you're a lady, and I don't argue with women. And I'm not, trying to be condescending or, talk down to you or anything like that. I just have respect for women, and I'm just not gonna argue with you. If I feel slighted or anything, let me have a conversation. Let me be like, hey, bro, Willie, like your wife. I don't want to, disrespect her, no shit like that. But she coming at me mad sideways, and I would appreciate it if you just tell her like, yo, all I'm asking her to do is put some respect on my woman's name. But things didn't go down that way. So Davon, he's going back and forth with Shonda. I'm just like, oh shit, this is not gonna end well. And it didn't. Because Willie said, if you got something to say something to me. Willie, you might want to, I get where Willie's coming from, defending his wife. But your wife is kind of wrong. Your wife is wrong, and so is Davon. So you might want to say, like, if you got something to say, my brother, address me. Shonda, don't talk to him. Let me handle that. Let me handle this. Like, you don't worry about that. But it didn't happen that way again. So then, Willie got all up in Davon's face, and they just like this, forehead to forehead. And, Birdie E, Toucan Sam, Miss Fowl comes downstairs, and, she's in between them, and Davon moves her. And when I say he pushed with force against Willie. Willie backed up into them kitchen cabinets, and his head went bloop. And I was like, yep. So then he got back up, and then, he got back up, and I didn't understand this part. Why did you walk that direction instead of walking towards Davon? And then Davon got him in in one of them bear hugs. A few swings were thrown, not many, because I think Davon threw a swing. I know Willie threw a swing. I don't know if these swings connected, but yeah, that's what happened. So Dr. Ish came back downstairs, and he talked to both Willie and he talked to Davon. Now, more specifically, he talked to Davon and told Davon that he needs to grow the fuck up, which I agree. Am I one to promote violence? No. But there are often times that you don't really need to go that route. And I think this might have been one of those times that we didn't have to go that route. But that's what happened with that situation. Now let's move on. All right, you guys. So instead of the group doing their exercises that they were supposed to do, Dr. Ish, he came downstairs and he talked to the group about, that they're not doing it because of what happened earlier. Because the whole purpose of the exercise was about jealousy, and they failed miserably. And that's what I was confused about. Because Birdie E, Toucan Sam, Miss Fowl, she kept saying that, Shonda was jealous. Now, I don't know what Shonda would be jealous of you for, but I will say that there might be some insecurities there on Shonda's end just because of what Willie has done in the past to her. So I do see that part. But as far as being jealous of you, no ma'am. Pam. And then Judge Toller comes down and talks to the group. Now, when Judge Toller came down and talked to the group, Judge Toller, put some sense into them, and she read the shit out of their asses, and rightfully so. So, when she came downstairs, she was just talking about how it hurts her because, she put her first brother in jail, and, instead of him wanting to do the probation, wanting to, do anything to make the situation right, he was okay with going to jail. And I think she said he was 19, which is really sad that he was okay. Like, God, at 19, you're okay with going to jail? I couldn't imagine. And then, she's just talking about how, over the years with her being a judge, how, she saw so many of our people go to jail behind something so dumb and so senseless, which I have too in my hometown. I see it often. Now, oftentimes in my hometown, it's a lot different than what Judge Toller was talking about. The people that go to jail in my hometown for fighting, it's because they couldn't take the ass whooping, so they took out a gun and killed the other person. And I think that's stupid in itself as well. But I just love the message that she was giving to them, because she was like, we went from picking cotton to now we are the cotton in the prison systems, because we have a huge makeup of African Americans in the prison system, in this day and age. So I do love the message that Judge Lynn Toller was giving to the group. So then, Dr. Ish told him, well, you can still have a party, but if you still feel like you are with the drama, go upstairs to your room. So the couple stay downstairs. And then once again, this time I'm gonna put this all on Birdie E, Toucan Sam, Miss Fowl. So they sitting there and she brings up this situation again, and I'm like, girl, it would have been just better just to shut the fuck up and not even mention this shit. But she did, and that is actually where the episode ended, you guys. So, be sure to like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification button so you guys are aware when I drop anything else. Did I say share this video? If I didn't, share this video. Until the next one, you guys, do me a solid favor. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. Also, stay hydrated because it is hot as fuck. But that is going to be it, you guys. And once again, thank you to each and every person who wished me a happy birthday. It meant so much to me. So I will see you guys in the next one.